We'll have two semis and then the championship game today over on ABC at 5 o'clock Eastern Time. Beckett at quarterback. Pass complete. That's the newcomer, Hill. Zara Hill with a nice catch and run. And a decent gain. Let's take a look at the roster. We have a flag on the play as well. Hill is one of the three newcomers that made significant contributions. Number 5, Quinn, is a tall target, 6 feet tall. She'll be playing basketball next year at Texas A&M Kingsville.
Illegal forward pass, offense. Those penalties were offset. Replay, first down.
That's always a tough one to start early on. You've got an illegal forward pass. They've gone over the line of scrimmage and then the holding as well. So we are back to the 5-yard line here.
Pre-game nerves, maybe?
It's a big game. It's a huge stage right now. And this is Emory Beckett's first time on such a big stage with this Texans team.
So we'll do it all over again. First in midfield for the Texans. This is the game that they lost in a season. So we'll do it all over again. First in midfield for the Texans. This is the game that they lost in a season ago in the semifinals. They've talked to a player about taking that next step. Remix, Helmar making the stop on the play. Second down, midfield to go for the Texans.
It's always nice early on. You want to get those short chunks. So you're looking at those kind of double ends coming here just to give Emory something nice and quick to get out. Let her playmakers run with the ball in their hands.
Ava Wallace, another quarterback in the game. They fake the handoff. Now give it to her. She can run or throw. Has a player open. Incomplete. Intended for Caitlin Reynolds, who had that huge game yesterday, putting up big numbers.
This is what you're going to see a lot of here with these two quarterbacks, right? You've got two players who are playing that double quarterback. This is challenging on a defense. Throws it back to Ava Wallace. You've got to keep running on your routes, though. The angles, you can see between the two receivers there, the angles were a bit too tight. She thought that Reynolds would take that higher angle to give that separation.
Third down in midfield to go if you're watching flag for the first time. There's a 25-second play clock. You'll see the officials start a chopping motion when it gets to 10 or below. Out of the backfield complete to number 5, Quinn. That tall, lanky target I was describing a moment ago. She's going to be short of the first down. It'll be 4th and midfield on the fringes of that no-run zone. If they're 5 yards or in, they cannot run. They decide to punt. There's no actual punt. It'll be coming back the other way.
And I like this decision here early from the Texans. We've seen throughout this tournament it going the other way for people. So this is going to be great. We're going to see the Chargers on offense for the first time today.
Let's take a look at the Chargers lineup. Coming in 5-0, Sophie Gitron is the player to watch there. Maddie Lamb is playing her first tournament in almost 4 months, coming back from a knee injury. Pulls it from the end zone, throws a dart complete. That's Maia Helmar. It'll be second down and midfield. The infirmity of this team, the Chargers, from Costa Mesa, California, cannot be overstated. ACLs, LCLs, MCLs, but they're still battling. That pass incomplete, broken up at midfield by Caitlin Reynolds, showing her two-way ability there.
Yeah, and Caitlin Reynolds is just such...
Reynolds showing her two-way ability there.
Yeah, and Caitlin Reynolds is just such a threat on offense and defense. But what's interesting is at first, they had her out wide, matched up with Sophie Gitron. They've moved her into slot here, and this is where she's so...
Third down in midfield to go. National team member Caitlin Reynolds lit up the scoreboard yesterday. Just underway, 8 minutes to go in the first half. Played 2 12-minute halves. On the rollout, nobody home. It'll be 4th and midfield, likely to punt. Good pressure by Caroline Jays. Field likely to punt. Good pressure by Caroline Jays. Describe this maybe the best rusher in the tournament, Phoebe? One of?
She absolutely her over the years, but it's the height. 5'7", getting that wingspan, and of course the
yeah, this Texans team, folks, they got personality, rife with personality. And they'll show it. First and mid, going for 1 from 5 yards out. You can go for 2 from 10.
I think they could have as well. Back in our day, I think we probably would have had to keep it on for longer than 30 minutes, I'd say.
I only saw some drip goddesses there in their get-ups. That pass a little bit high, intended for Sophie Gitron. What do the Chargers have to do to get their rhythm here? Because there's not that many possessions in this game, right?
There's not. Like you were talking about with the 4 downs, essentially. There's not. Like you were talking about with the 4 downs, essentially. We're all the way up the field, and that way you're always staying ahead of the sticks. When you're behind like this, it puts a lot of pressure.
On second down, out of the end zone, Lamb fires wide, incomplete, way off. Intended for McClin. It'll be 3rd down in midfield.
I must say, though, we've got to give credit to the rusher here. Caroline Jays has been doing a phenomenal job of just getting in the face of the quarterback of the Chargers right now, putting her under pressure, forcing her, and because of her wingspan, it's blocking where she's able to throw.
Maybe the next most important position to quarterback, or just as important, the rusher. Keep an eye out here. Jays interface again behind the intended receiver, McClin again, and once again, the Chargers will end up punting.
Aya McClin, this is a bit of uncharacteristic by her. She was open, and this was just a drop, unfortunately, in the middle of the field, perhaps thrown behind her, but you could see the quarterback was trying to keep her away from the defender in that situation.
Texans take over, 1st down in midfield. Ava Wallace and a quarterback. There's the newcomer, Zara Hill, making the catch and run. Gitron making the stop for the Chargers. 2nd in midfield.
The hardest thing in tournaments like this and on such a big stage is sticking to your DNA, sticking to attacking what the defense gives you, and Texas is doing a great job of that right now. Just
tell me how important the run after catch is, while also avoiding
the wheel of the sideline, but it is so lethal.
Wow. Great agility and core strength.
Lethal.
Wow. Great agility and core strength. 1st down and goal. Wallace picked off. It's Helmar. Mahia Helmar stepped right in.
This is flag football. Look, we're going to talk about this interception, but I want you to also see the defender stopping, puts the ball down. That's because she now technically has 4 downs to get the 1st down and another 3. That is 7 opportunities to score.
Great presence of mind after making that interception. 1st in midfield, from less than a yard away from the midfield stripe. They can't run it. On the pass, complete. And there's the 1st down to McClin. It'll be 1st and goal. They'll have 3 tries from there.
Charger said, we see what you're doing here with that little read action. We can do the same exact thing. Just wheel it from the backfield. Simple fundamentals to march the ball.
All right, here we go. Hey, you want to do a hitch and goer? No, not on 1st down. Hey, let's go cheeks. Okay, go cheeks. Aya 1, Sophie 2, the other 3.
Let's go.
Justin Schulman, the head coach of the Chargers. Quick slant, complete. And a short gain of about 5 yards on the play to McClin. Again, she's been one of the favorite targets for quarterback Maddie Lamb.
Hey, come here.
Perfect spin move as well. At the top of that, we talk about the evasive moves that are so key.
Hey.
They're doing a nice job of just reading.
Hey. Same thing, hitch and go. Okay, cheeks, hitch and go, Maya. Aya.
They're going to run cheeks again with the hitch and go. Clock down to 1:19. There's the hitch, there's the go, and there's the overthrow. Zara Hill back there defending. A couple of teams tried to pick on Hill yesterday, but it didn't work out so well.
No, she is new to the team, but she is an absolute lethal defender out there. I did feel like the rest of the team needed to just put their foot on the gas a little bit more and sell what was happening.
Listen.
3rd and goal.
2-6. Hey. 2-6 DFM. Hey, full speed. Hey, 2-6 DFM. Hey, if Maya's not there, I will be in the end zone. Hey, you gotta be in the end zone.
Third and goal, they got to score here. And that's going to give the ball to the Texans. A penalty turns the ball over when it's third and goal.
That'll be a turn to possession. First down.
We saw this yesterday. This is lethal to a team, and only a running clock of 13 seconds. The Texans right now are just going to run this out.
Wow, a deleterious turnover. Killer for the Chargers as they were going into the end zone. This will be the last play of the half. A heave downfield and incomplete. And that's going to do it for the first 12 minutes of play in this first semifinal between the Texans and the Chargers.
This is the end of the first half.
The Chargers facing an uphill climb in the second half. But if there's anybody up to the challenge, it's Sophie Gitron and the Chargers. The Chargers first down in midfield. Lamb out of the end zone, pulls complete. And a nice gain. Shelby Wynn with the catch and run.
Center's a really important position here. You've got to be those sturdy hands for your quarterback. Helps you get those chunk yards. Sometimes you're a little bit forgotten. This isn't coming from a personal place at all as a center myself, yes. But it is absolutely crucial when the ball is thrown your way, you look for those yards after catch.
Second down in midfield. She can run if she wants. Sidearm delivery, incomplete. Intended to the quarterback, Maddie Lamb. It'll be third in midfield. Man, she dropped down on this one, Phoebe.
She absolutely did. Look at this arm angle. A little Patrick Mahomes, I would say. And the ball just went through your hand. This is one of the things where if you as a quarterback aren't used to being out in route so much, it can be a bit challenging because right now they're trying to pull out anything out of the bag to be able to get this first down.
Down 7-0. Both these teams undefeated. Down. McClin with the catch.
I love this. When you're looking here, it's pulled. So she did a great job there, just on the line when the flag is pulled. So she did a great job there. Just builds confidence, and it can get you those 7 yards you're looking for.
Sophie Gitron has been a little bit conspicuous by her silence so far. That pass caught by Wynn. Another reception. Her second one on the drive.
Really nice job in terms of flag pulling there by Jaleel. She's one of the newer players to the team, one of our NFL Flag Players of the Year. Fine watch.
10-6. Maya 2, Aya 1, Sophie 3.
Gitron number. Lamb with the pump fake over the middle, complete to number 7, Helmar. Maya Helmar, who had that interception in the first half, setting up third down and goal. Good stop that time by Kelsey Quinn.
You're starting to see they're putting these two receivers together now. When we're talking about Helmar and Sophie Gitron, they're forcing this defense to almost create a kind of natural pick, or so there's a little bit of a confusion. So you saw Sophie run deep, and then you had Helmar running underneath.
3-6, gotta be in. Maya 2, Sophie 1, hey! Let's go.
Third down, gotta score here. Down 7-0. Lamb drops back into the end zone. Nope, batted down. And the Texans will take over on downs. Great play there defensively by Amaya Shepard.
My goodness, this was terrific defense. We talked about how they're picking on this corner in the back, and she stuck with her the whole time through that wheel route. I mean, brilliant job. Great defense. In flag football, you can look back for the ball. You don't have to look back for the ball. It doesn't matter as long as you are making an attempt.
Beckett out of the end zone delivers underneath a completion to Armillo. My Armillo stopped by Gitron. It'll be second down in midfield.
C4.
When I was talking with the coaches of the Chargers, they were saying our goal is to just slow down Caitlin Reynolds. If we can stop Caitlin Reynolds from getting the ball, then we're giving ourselves a chance.
Texans have a few other weapons out there. Pass underneath, there's one of them. Kelsey Quinn, who's been a popular target of Emory Beckett, a quarterback here. Helmar making the stop on the play. Third down in midfield to go.
It's interesting how these quarterbacks start to get those receivers. They have that little bit extra chemistry with Beckett. It's definitely been Kelsey Quinn.
Maybe we've got high, but she corrals it. Throws a dart complete. That's to Caitlin Reynolds, who lit up the stat sheet yesterday.
There we go.
They got a lot of balance. I know that the Chargers were focused on Reynolds, but there's so many other lethal targets out there that the Texans have.
This is so true. And again, Chargers last year had to play the Texans, and their goal was to take away 2 of their other receivers. And if they beat them with their third, and they did beat them with their third last year.
Emory Beckett back at quarterback on 2nd and goal. A little over 6 minutes to play. Beckett pulls underneath, complete to Armillo. Gitron making the stop for the Chargers. It'll be 3rd down and goal. They have to score.
We haven't seen the Texans against the Chargers in this situation yet, so I'm incredibly keen because we know these Chargers are ball hawks as well.
Timeout.
You heard the man. Media timeout. And it's working out to their good right now. They lead 7-0, 5:17 to go. They've got a defensive assignment right now, though. Chargers with the ball, 1st and midfield. Incomplete, dropped by McClin. Boy, they can't afford many of those with little over 5 minutes to go.
And you're going to start seeing a lot more of those little hitches with the snags going out. This is something that she has done routine, but this is where you get to feel the moment. You know you've got to score on this drive with time counting down.
Chargers have split their last 2 battles against the Texans. This one really huge. Pass complete this time to Helmar. Maya Helmar with the catch. 4.5 minutes to play for this undermanned Charger squad.
In a way, they're almost using Sophie Gitron as a decoy, just having her run deep and pull Caitlin Reynolds out of the picture every time.
Sophie 3, Maya 1, Aya 2.
Yeah, she's got so much offensive gravity that she's a big-time decoy, but you have to think deep down inside she'd love to get her hands on the football at some point. They look her way and then come underneath the other way, right near midfield. Shelby Wynn with the catch and run, just a little bit shy of midfield. 4th and midfield to go.
This is a tough one because all that Shelby had to do was just reach that ball out. She went to spin and the ball just stayed behind her. It's a no-brainer to go for it with less than 4 minutes.
Little shuffle pass, complete for the 1st down to Win again. So they've got 3 more tries to get into the end zone. 1st and goal coming up.
We talked about how the center can be so pivotal in these big moments. You saw her just get that little dump pass across and a little dip to try and get those extra yards.
Sophie 3.
Heard coach say Sophie, she has yet to catch a pass today. One of the most impactful tournament players in this tournament. Lamb underneath again, the same receiver, Win, with a good catch. 2nd and goal coming up, approaching 3 minutes to go. Boy, they're giving the center a lot of targets and catches today.
They are, and sometimes when you get that rhythm, you've just got to keep feeding your players like that. But they're using the clock as well. Look, they're not snapping, they're not moving quickly as they were earlier.
Do they pretty much have to score on this possession?
They absolutely do, and then you'd almost have to go for 2.
Get back to you on that one. 2nd and goal. Lamb, quick drop, caught in the shadows of the goal line. Helmar, why would you go for 2?
You've got to think for the win, but also if they start milking this clock to not even give the Texans a chance. Remember, there's a 25-second play clock that is constantly rolling. If you go out of bounds, it doesn't stop either. So you are in control. Less than 2 minutes here.
Got to handle the business at hand first. 3rd and goal.
Job here by the Chargers.
Her first catch of the day is one of the biggest ones in the game. They're going to go for 1. They're going for the tie with a little over 90 seconds to go. incomplete. No flag on the play. Reynolds was defending Gitron. So they remain down 1 point.
You see the route, the nice little whip to the front pylon. They were trying to say that Reynolds was holding her arm on that. That did not get called. I mean, that's just great play there from the defense.
And it was the same player, Reynolds, that was victimized on the touchdown catch by Gitron on the previous play.
You knew she wasn't going to let that happen again to her.
Get a time onto the field.
Wasn't going to let that happen again to her.
Get a time onto the field.
Maybe we want them to throw. I think they could take 3 knees though.
That's not me for not. That's not me for not calling too early. I should call the player early. Hey, give me the ball.
Come on. No, it's all yours.
You heard the assignment. Coach said it. Get me the ball. It's on the defense's collective shoulders right now. The Chargers down by a point. Second in midfield coming up. And don't forget, coming up next, it's a great rematch, folks, of an earlier round game. The Eagles against the Cowboys. That'll be immediately after this one. And then the championship game, 5 o'clock on ABC. But this has to be decided first. Heavy rush. Pass is complete to Ava Wallace. Pardon me, Armillo making the catch. Another one of those small, talented players on the team.
It was very close to being a sack there. This is a huge play for this court. Forces the quarterback to hold it just a second, but the ball is still in her hands and is released and the flag has not been pulled. That's a sense of urgency. I mean, it's a matter of milliseconds there.
That's a tough call, Phoebe, to make.
It absolutely is, but our officials are the best out there.
I'm sorry, X4 Ghost.
But our officials are the best out there.
I'm sorry, X4 Ghost.
Out of timeouts. 1:06 to go, third in midfield. This is the definitive defensive play of the game for the Chargers. They absolutely, positively have to get the stop here. As the Texans come out with 2 quarterbacks, Beckett and Wallace have to get the stop here. As the Texans come out with 2 quarterbacks, Beckett and Wallace. Do it.
We haven't seen Ava Wallace running much throughout the game, but when it comes up in these clutch moments.
Sure, she's the mentor, but she's got a lot of gas left in the tank herself. This was the game that the Texans lost in a season ago here at NFL Flag Championships in the semifinals, but yeah, they're next. Of course, the She's Next movement is a program
5 yards.
empowering young women through flag football in the Texas area. Got to delay a game penalty. It'll move it back, but